Hey everyone, I have 25 favorites and new finds all from Amazon. Cannot wait to share them with you. I have some clothing, but honestly the focus of this month's haul is more on the accessories, the beauty, and a lot of home finds, doing a little bit of a home refresh. So if you love these kinds of things, you're in the right place. Hit the subscribe button before we get too far and let's get into the Amazon haul. I like to break things out into categories and I like to number them too. So the numbers will be up there and that's important because those coordinate with the numbers down in the description box, which is the text just below my head that has all the links, the sizing, all the information there. YouTube makes it kind of hard to find. So if you are one of the thousands of people, including myself, that have a hard time finding the description box, and I do this for a living, go over to the comments. If you can find where to leave me a question or comment that you can't find the links, the very first comment at the top of the comment section will be all the links as well. Let's start off with clothing. Outfit number one, the focus piece here is another Modal clothing find. Last month, I really got into the Modal fabric. You're gonna see a little bit more this month. Same brand on Amazon. This is a soft crewneck tee that's sort of a combination between a sweatshirt crewneck style and a t-shirt in that the sleeves are shorter, but it has a boxier fit, almost like a sweatshirt. So if you miss that cozy feeling of wearing a sweatshirt in the warm months, this is the top for you. I did coordinate it in the same color with those same Modal soft wide leg pants that I shared earlier. These pants, I know the focus is the crewneck tee, but the pants, they are great for travel. They are great for leisure. They're nice enough for work depending on how you dress them up. I love the flat front. They're a pull-on style, but they don't have the elastic showing, which makes them look a little more put together. The pleating in the front, the pockets, and the best part about these pants is that they come in 3 inseam lengths, 27 inches, 29, which is what I'm wearing, and 31-inch inseam. So there is something for petite, regular, and taller ladies, 13 colors. I do want to point out that I think it's the shirt, might be the pants as well, that says frequently returned item. My only guess is that maybe you don't get the sizing right. It's just the thing is with Amazon, their returns are so easy. So of course, if something doesn't work out, you're going to return it. I can tell you, I have spent my own money on several of these pants, the tees. So I would say sizing runs true to size on the pants. And if you're not sure on the shirt, size up one just so you have a little bit more room. Outfit number two, just wanted to show you these shorts. I originally bought them in navy last month and purchased them again specifically in this black shade to coordinate with this vest. That is an earlier Amazon purchase, still available. Everything I'm wearing, including shoes, any jewelry, my makeup, it's all listed down below, usually with the coordinating number that you see. So all this is in outfit number two. We have the Modal wide leg shorts, 2 inseam lengths, a 6-inch inseam, which is what I am wearing. So a little bit longer length, a little bit less casual, and then a 4-inch inseam length as well. I will say, I know the 4-inch inseam length would probably be more flattering on me. I am 5'4", so I'm just on the verge of petite, and the longer length shorts like Bermuda length walking shorts actually can overwhelm my frame. I know shorter is the way to go, but I'm a little self-conscious in shorter things. I don't know why. So I like the 6-inch length. I like that it's an A-line kind of wider leg shape, so it's not really constricting around the thighs, and I feel like that's very much more figure flattering than a straight leg type of shorts. I love these, and I will say that these also run true to size. The cardigan, I have it sitting in my cart to order for next month. The same one, but in the solid pink with white stripes. It's so pretty. These vests, or this vest, it's just the one vest, comes in a ton of other colors, but you cannot go wrong. Basic beige, black, and then paired with the faded black shorts. Easy throw and go summer outfit. Outfit number 3 should look vaguely familiar because this is the 3rd color that I have purchased in this short sleeve summer weight sweater. So if you are somewhere that's not going to get as hot as San Antonio, we are sitting in 104 degrees. What is happening? Last week it was in the 50s. If you need a spring weight or summer weight sweater, this one is fantastic. Or if you work in an air-conditioned environment, this is another option. There is a color option for everyone. I have it in this sort of lake blue is the color description here. It is the softest material, and I like that it comes right to just above the crook of my elbow. So if you want a little more upper arm coverage, this sweater is going to give it to you. And for outfit number 4, I wanted to remind you about this top. So ideally, I buy all new things every single month, and I have bought a ton of things. But the nice thing about Amazon is that they bring stuff back year after year. And I've been getting a lot of requests in the last couple of weeks to show longer length sleeves. And so I wanted to bring this one back. This is an Eyelet elbow length sleeve blouse. I have it in the blue that you're seeing. I also have it in a bright green. The little hook and eye type buttons are actually functional, although it is a V-neck, and then the buttons start below that. It's fully lined in the bodice, and those puff sleeves do come down to your elbow. So you have great upper arm coverage, and there are so many pretty colors. And the top itself looks great with skirts, looks fantastic with jeans. With shorts, you can do a lot with it. So I did want to remind you, this top is still around, and it's a summer classic. Outfit number 5, we get to this dress. So when I ordered it, it popped up as like a new release, and I thought, oh, that looks really pretty. Nice casual dress. Honestly, you can go a lot of ways with this dress. I thought it would be more of a racerback style, but I'm wearing a regular bra with actually rather thick straps. I mean, these are pretty thick, and they don't show. The armholes cover everything. I'm really pleased with it. The bodice is more of a ribbed knit top, and then right above, I would say, my natural waist, or just about at my natural waist, it then goes into the tiered, more of a silky fabric. It does have pockets. I could see dressing this up with heels, a really pretty kind of statement necklace, or maybe put my hair up and have some longer statement earrings. Or you can make this super casual. Just wear this with slides, sneakers if you want. I know a lot of you are really not into the sneakers. It's the trend, so I'm gonna bring it up. You choose what shoes you want to wear. It's kind of like choose your own adventure. Choose the shoes that make you happy. I'm not here to force a shoe choice on you, or anything else for that matter. This is just one of the more versatile pieces that I have found. I think it's because the material on the skirt is more silky, so you can swing it a little more dressed up. I think on the Amazon website it says this is a wedding guest dress. I would not say that. I would not go that far, but this would be great for a date night, running errands. There's a lot of options with this one, so I am really pleased with this choice. Let's get on to number 6. This is not quite an outfit. I initially shared this when I talked about my West Texas vacation, my Big Bend travel vlog. I shared all the outfits, and one of the days we did a float down the Rio Grande, but I also packed this because I thought we were gonna do a lot of paddle boarding. Turns out that the resort we stayed at got rid of their paddle boarding. Whether you're paddle boarding or you're doing some sort of water activity, or you want a more modest option or something covering you up for the sun, which is what I did here, this is a stand-up paddleboard set. And so the top is just a pretty basic sport bikini top, I guess, with the more of a racerback style, wider strap. So good support here. The bottoms, I love these. So they're shorts, but the cool part is they have like a bike short lining underneath it. So you're really covered. I just personally, if I'm doing an active or sporting type event, I prefer not to be in a bathing suit. I like more a shorts option. I don't want to be picking something out of my crotch. Let's just call it what it is. So I like the shorts option. Wish it had pockets, but it's not the end of the world. What am I bringing with me in my pockets when I'm swimming or nothing? But my favorite part is this rash guard, because it's UPF 50, but it's not the kind you pull over your head and have to peel off when you're soaking wet. It's a zip front. Genius. Comes in tons of colors and can coordinate with any of your bathing suits. If you want a rash guard, long sleeve swim protection. I just love this blue combo, but there are tons of different color block options and prints as well. That's it for the clothing. Let's move on to accessories. Starting with these you just saw, I paired them with this outfit, I believe. These little wedge shoes, I got them in the cane option, another big trend I'm seeing everywhere. And I have a trend video for summer coming up soon. If you want to get more in depth into what's on trend for summer, make sure you're subscribed for that. But these come in the white, as you can see. They also come in a tannish brown color. And then this silhouette comes in more of a solid faux leather upper as well. Memory foam insole, solid wedge heel, not too tall, very easy to walk around in, and the rubber lining on the bottom, so non-slip as well. I'm gonna pop in a picture of our water shoes because mine and Michael's are still covered with mud and sitting in the garage. So this is what we wore to paddle on the Rio Grande. I didn't want flip-flops or something that might fall off and fall into the water. I have had these shoes for a while. We like to go to a state park not far from us, and the river is so shallow that you can walk in it. We bring the dogs. These are great to have if you're doing any kind of beach vacation or going to the lake and you're going to be walking around on that questionable bottom of a lake. These are amazing. They come in women's sizes and men's sizes. I would say if you're not sure on the sizing, size up one. I just get my regular size 7. I can be anywhere from a 6.5 to a 7. So I go with 7 and you can just tighten up the laces. I've had mine for a few years now and they've held up incredibly well. And if they get muddy, you just hose them off. I know I have a problem with the woven rattan bags, but I added one in color because all of mine are neutral. Now this one does come in a neutral stripe, but I just thought this blue, I mean, look at it. Even with this is a fun little accessory. So I love the stripe. The other reason I bought it, I like that the handles are not woven, so they're not gonna get itchy on my shoulder, and that there's a faux leather bottom. I have a few of these, and if you're gonna take these to the pool or the beach, this keeps things a little more safe. It is fully lined. There's a zipper pocket in here, some slip pockets, and it zips shut, so your stuff doesn't go all over the place. So I love it. Look at this. I mean, it's cute, it's fun, and it is, how much are we? $17. What a wonderful accessory. Okay, these are a little outside of my comfort zone. Lately, I've been going for pretty simple, plain earrings, nothing in the statement variety, but it's summertime, and you can't add a lot of layers to accessorize or you're gonna have heat stroke, so that's when you get into the jewelry. Look how fun these earrings could be with this dress. So these are big kind of wire metal flowers, and then the middle of the flower is a faux pearl, but because it's a wire material, they are super lightweight. These are incredible on the ears. I believe they come in silver and some other options as well because it's Amazon and that's how they do things. So fun for getting dressed up or for every day, but I just love this little option. Now this next one for accessories, we got a little tea, a little gossip if you will. I don't know how many of you are interested in behind the scenes influencing stuff, but I was recently approached by a brand who shall remain nameless who wanted me to do a sponsored video on their bras. It's not Soma. Let me just clear that up. I love Soma bras. I'm wearing a Soma bra. I love Soma. Right from the get-go, I could just tell in the language, the way they spoke, the demands, it wasn't gonna go well. You just kind of have to trust your gut, right? But I reached out to a few of my friends who have also worked with this brand to get their insight, and they were like, they're terrible. They treat you like garbage. They're not a great brand to work with. Oh, and by the way, there's a dupe or a very similar product that looks just like theirs that is actually a little bit better in quality and performance than theirs on Amazon. Here's the link. So I picked up this bra. It is, you know, standard bra, except there's no wire. I am so not into the wired bras. I have not worn a bra with wire and I can't even remember when. Super lightweight, fabulous bra, nice wider adjustable strap so they don't dig into your shoulders. The back strap, there's a ton of hooks here, very adjustable. It actually comes with an extender if you need more. It's that kind of microfiber cut fabric so it doesn't dig into your skin, and it's wider across the back as well. My friend who recommended these to me, her daughter I think is a G or an H bust and had stopped wearing t-shirts because she couldn't find a bra that wouldn't show, you know, all the lumps and the bumps. She loves these. She lives in these. So from someone who has very large chest to someone who has a man-made one, these bras are fantastic, and they are only $20 and the brand name was like $70. So pretty glad on how that sponsorship worked out. The sponsorship didn't work out, but I found a superior product for all of us. All right, let's move on to beauty. No more tea anymore. This is a brand that I absolutely adore. This brand is Shave Sticks, and they make solid shaving cream sticks. This was actually created by one of you. One of my viewers actually went on to create this and reached out to me years ago. I just ordered a new one. I used my last one up. Comes in a bunch of different scents. This one is coconut cream. I also have the travel size. I just ordered more because I finally used mine up. Everyone in my family uses this. The men in my family, when they do shave, they all have beards right now, but they use this on their face. Doesn't break them out. It's great for sensitive skin. This is all I use. Underarms, legs, bikini line. It's fantastic. And because it's solid, it is amazing for travel. It doesn't count as a liquid. I do recommend getting the smaller size so you have more room to pack all the other things. This one little block can last you, I would say, almost an entire year, depending on how often you shave. So it's a little bit of a higher price than your average shaving cream, but so much better. Also, it doesn't clog up your razor blades. You don't have to constantly rinse the blade in between passes on your legs. You can do a whole leg, rinse it off, and do the other leg. I love this stuff. Okay, this I need to use right now. This was recommended to me, I can't remember by whom. KMS Hair Stay Anti-Humidity Seal Spray, whatever. We have officially hit humid weather. I don't know what's happening here. but let's give it a shot right here on camera. So this is supposed to seal in your style, smooth everything. Oh, it smells delicious. And help tame the frizzies. If you live in summer, you're gonna deal with humidity unless you're lucky enough to live somewhere dry, like a desert. This is fantastic, very user-friendly, and it doesn't feel sticky at all. Came highly recommended. You've been hearing me talk about Remedy, the skincare line designed by Dr. Shah from Doctorly. Love the moisturizer. It's currently on a wait list, so I went ahead and ordered something else. This is Remedy for dry lips. Been doing a lot of travel, been in a desert, been on an airplane, dry lips, not with this stuff. So I would not say that this is great for the purse. It's a really thick gel. I mean, I actually have to work on squeezing out what I need for my lips. So keep this at your makeup table or in your bedside drawer, but it is fantastic. It has things like ceramides, squalene or squalene, peptides, and petrolatum, which is petroleum jelly, which is the gold standard for moisturizing your lips. Fantastic little guy. Highly I would recommend. And then we need to address my hair. Kind of a mess because I slept on it and whatever, but this is 2-day-old hair, and how I've been curling my hair lately, this guy. Yes, the Beach Waver. It's their 1.25 inch barrel. I think it's been improved. This was gifted to me at the YouTube conference I just attended. I don't think I need to go get professional blowouts anymore. I can actually curl my hair. I think it'll get better over time as I play with it more, but they've improved it. It's just one button one way and one button the other way, so you don't have to figure out which way you're going. I just clamp it at the bottom, leave a little bit out so I have straight ends, and just put it all the way up, count to 5, let it go. So user friendly. I absolutely love this. Love the idea of it for summer. There's 3 heat settings, and I've been using mine on the 2nd heat setting. Now let's move on to home and lifestyle products. So a couple of travel options. The first is this foldable backpack. We bought this maybe a couple years ago for travel, specifically for kind of day trips, hiking, things like that. Bought it for both of us, but honestly, Michael's the one that uses it. I just make him carry all of my stuff. We took it with us for hiking and to go on our Rio Grande trip when we were in West Texas. And what I love about this for travel, and Michael thinks this is the coolest feature, he loves doing this, is the whole thing kind of folds up into itself, into the front pocket, and it's about that big. So another great thing to have for travel if you're really worried about space. This is a fantastic option. Sticking with backpacks, this is what my husband uses. He only travels carry-on. The only thing he checks are his golf clubs. Everything else he brings with him on the plane. And this is the bag he's been using. And I've been watching a few travel influencers trying to get ideas on how to pack for some other trips we have coming up. And everyone's been raving about this CalPack backpack. And I started looking at Michael's and I realized it's the exact same thing, but you ordered yours from Amazon and it's like half the price. And when I went on the CalPack website, it's almost completely back ordered, very few shade options. Went onto the Amazon website, quite a few shade options. If you are trying to pack carry-on only for whatever reason, maybe you have a short layover and you're worried about your luggage getting there, or maybe you're just trying to save some money, whatever the reason is, this thing is incredible. So I immediately ordered another one because we have a trip coming up the end of June that's really quick, and I don't want to have to check luggage. I just want to make sure I have everything with me for the 2 days that we're going to be where we're going. This thing will fit almost everything. It's got a waterproof outer shell. It has water pockets. It opens up like a suitcase. It's expandable. The straps on the side, you can really pull at them to compact it and make sure that it can fit under the seat. It can fit under the seat. Michael stays under the seat with him. I think if you're looking for graduation gifts, I've recommended duffels before. I think this one would be fantastic. You can carry it like a backpack. You could carry it like an actual duffel if you want. Super versatile. And it's just, you know, when it's not full, it's flat and they can just shove it under their bed. Speaking of graduates, I know we're getting a little bit ahead, kind of in the middle of graduation season right now. But if you're looking ahead to July, August, September, when you might be moving someone into their dorm or apartment, I just wanted to recommend these again. It's been a little while. These heavy duty moving bags. These are an improvement on the IKEA ones. They're less expensive. They're a little more heavy duty. These are ideal. And it's not just to buy for when you're moving your kid into your dorm, because I am way past that, thank goodness. Moving people into apartments, storing off-season pillows, you know, decorative objects, off-season clothes. We just have piles of them in my, not piles, but I have a stash of these in my house. They always come in handy. Another great graduation gift idea. You can never have too many of these, especially because they fold up flat, so they're really easy to store. Okay, we need to talk about this trend going around on Instagram and TikTok. It's called the purse bowl, which I think is a really good idea. And I'm kind of disappointed I didn't come up with this idea. The idea is you have a big container where where you dump your purse every day and you take everything out of it and you put it in that bowl. So if you're like me and you're switching purses to go with your outfits, everything you need to go in your purse is right there, and then you can easily transfer it in, and it's not cluttered, it's not all over the counter or wherever you are. This girl that originated it, I can't remember her name, or I would give her credit. She suggests having it by your front door. I would say do not do that for safety reasons. You don't want your wallet and your keys right by the door. But anyway, I ordered this set of bowls. This is the small, and then the medium. They're kind of stuck together. Medium, and then the large, thinking one of these would make for a great purse bowl. I love these, and I will be using these as decor around the house, but I also realized that clutter kind of overwhelms me, and I would like to not see the contents of what's in my purse bowl, and it's gonna be on my kitchen counter. So I found this. It is sitting in my cart. It is a square seagrass basket with a lid, so I can dump all the stuff that's in my purse, close the lid. You don't need to see it. I'm very excited about that. So I'll link both of them because I do think these are really cute. Like, it'd be great to throw your keys in, your sunglasses, other decorative things around the house, but purse bowl, I'm thinking basket with a lid. Okay, next, I have seen these for years, and finally I'm like, Marnie, what are you waiting for? Order them already. It's a set of nesting measuring cups that are magnetized, so they just set into themselves, but more exciting are the matching measuring spoons. Why does this get me excited? I don't know. It comes with a leveler, and it even comes with an 1/8 of a teaspoon, is the smallest size, all the way up to, I'm assuming, yes, 1 tablespoon. And what I love is it has the rounded on one side and the more elongated on the other, if it's easier to get into a spice jar or something. And they nest into each other, and they're magnetic, and I love them. And again, I think this is a fun little gift idea for someone moving maybe into their first apartment. Like I said, I've been finding little decorative things to zhuzh up the house a little bit, and I've been wanting to change out the tray that is sitting on our coffee table to just something a little bit bigger and with a higher lip. I don't know if the farmhouse, I'm sure the farmhouse trend is leaving. I still like this thing. This is a larger size tray. It's about 17 inches across. I got the whitewash. It also comes in more of a brown wash. I like the higher lip. I like that I can fit all my stuff in there. And I like the contrast with my coffee table. But if you don't want the contrast with your wood table, just get it in the more traditional wood tone. I've talked about how I've been trying to phase out the plastic in my kitchen. I mean, it's not going to be 100%, but we can always improve. And something that really needed to be replaced, because I think I've had my plastic colander for close to 20 years, is I swapped out for a metal one. I like the wooden handles. If I wanted to leave this out on the counter, I think it's really cute to use as a fruit basket bowl. Although I just saw one on Amazon that I'm like, this one is amazing. Okay, I don't own it, so I can't say what it is. I'm gonna pop in a picture of it. It's a wire, kind of very fine mesh fruit bowl with a lid on it, so it keeps the fruit flies out. Okay, but I'll link it. But back to this one. Maybe we'll talk about it in next month's haul. This comes in different colors, but I like this sort of off-white one with the wooden handles, and I like that it's higher. There are different sizes. This is not the largest one, but this is all that I need, and I'm just happy to, I don't know, it's like decorative and functional. I'm very excited about it. Another decorative object, very, very excited about. I've been looking for one of these for forever. We picked up a couple of coffee table books on our recent trip, and I wanted to display them, not just closed on our media cabinet. So I found this acrylic book stand. So you can leave it open to, you know, a favorite page. When guests come over, you see it's open. It just invites people to look through it. It's so pretty. What I really like about it, and why I picked this one over all the other ones, is the corners are rounded. So it's just a prettier shape, and it's also slightly less dangerous. It's not gonna poke anybody. We also picked up some artwork when we were in Big Bend, and I needed some picture frames, and Amazon is where I go. It's just easy. I don't need anything crazy or expensive. Actually ordered two. I got one in white wood and one in gold to put the new picture in. They're easy to hang. They come in tons of different sizes, tons of different finishes. So if you've got a pile of stuff sitting in a corner that needs to be framed, check this link out. All the sizes, all the different finishes, you are set. Now I know I just said that I was replacing my plastic, and in this case I'm swapping out plastic for plastic. So I've shared airless pumps with you before. These are great for travel. It's great for condensing some things that maybe wouldn't normally fit in your medicine cabinet into a smaller container. And the ones that I've shared with you before, they were from Amazon, and they had metal kind of on the cover and metal on the pump part, metal paint. And over time, I've noticed that the paint is flaking off and it's almost like glitter on my face. So they had to go. And I found these. This is just frosted plastic. This is the smaller size, which is even better if you're trying to condense things for traveling. And the pump is the pump. I mean, it's the same. I feel like the cap fits a little bit more tightly than the other ones I recommended. So while I did love my original recommendation. Time has passed and I have found us something better. And these are what I took along with me to my trip to New York and my trip to, no, I didn't take them to Big Bend because that's when they really started flaking. I'm like, I need new ones ASAP. Order them on Amazon and here we go. And then the last thing, it's hilarious because I'm finally getting to talk about it officially in the May Amazon haul, but I've been sharing this over the last month and it already became a bestseller for April, and it is the Shark Turbo Blade fan. And I have to tell you why. So get comfortable because I'm gonna wax rhapsodic about this amazing fan. I get hot at night. I don't have hot flashes or night sweats. I just get hot. And I'm the kind of sleeper that loves to burrow under a big fluffy down comforter, even in the middle of summer. So while I would like to have my air conditioning cranked down to 65 degrees, these are the months where we get to $400 or $500 electric bills without doing that. So my husband has kindly said, absolutely not, we're not doing that. So I had a Dyson, still have it. It's sitting in my office, a Dyson heating and cooling fan. It's okay. It's great at heating, but not as great at cooling. And then I saw this thing pop up on Amazon. It is the answer to my prayers. It's just the coolest thing. First of all, it's bladeless, so it's a lot safer, especially to have around the dogs. It can extend in height, so I can get it high enough to hit my bed. You can angle, it looks like a giant propeller, so you can angle it horizontally. So when the air comes out, it's like a cool air blanket that just goes over the entire bed. My husband joked that he wanted one on his side of the bed as well, but the reality is you don't need it. It covers the whole bed. Ideally, if you want both sleepers to be cooled, you would put it at the foot of the bed and it would just hit you. And it has a sleep setting, which does not mean that it turns off. What it means is that it is so super quiet. If you're overly sensitive to noise like me, you won't hear it going. The Dyson I could hear and it was making me crazy. The best part about this, it's not inexpensive, but it's not Dyson pricey. It's at $250. This is a menopausal woman's answer to her prayers, or just any hot sleeper. So check this one out. It's another great option to have to send as a graduation gift. Those dorm rooms get really hot. And the other thing is the two blades that are on it, blades, whatever you want to call it, you can move them like car vents. So they don't have to be pointing in the same direction. You can have one pointing up, one pointing down, angle it however you want. It's so amazing. It's genius. I love Shark. They just keep reinventing things and doing it better. 25 things I think you need to know about, some old favorites, some new finds. I hope that you had fun with me. I hope you enjoyed this slightly longer video. Heard some feedback that you prefer those. I will mix it up. It's not all gonna be this long, but I'm a talker, so I kind of like a little longer length there. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that you had fun, and I will see you in the next one.